Alright, dude. Every Yakuza game, 2025 tier list, I am gonna be ranking all these games. I'll rank these as best as I can. As a, I would call myself a Yakuza expert. Yeah, sure. Yeah, cool. Okay, I say that, but there's like 3 games I haven't played in a row. So there's Yakuza for the original PS2 and Yakuza 2. I want to get these games to try one day. I'll definitely do that. I'll add these 2 in here. Kenzan, I definitely want to give a shot. I want to give a chance to do Kenzan one day. I would love to play that, but unfortunately, RGG are just like complete morons. They just won't release a game into the fucking in America, dude. Like, why? They just won't release it over like overseas, besides like Japan and Korea or something. Like, come on, dude. You're missing Kenzan dollars, dude. Kenzan money, dude. That shit has motion, bro. Come on, dude. Yakuza 3. Oh, baby. I am a bit of a contrarian, so I'm just gonna say it. I love the combat in Yakuza 3. It's very fun. I hate in other games where you, like, especially if you upgrade your stats, like in the later like Dragon Engine games, like if you do that, like your attack stat, you just kill the bosses in like 2 seconds. I hate that.
Go on the street, bro.
Must be so bad. I win already, dude. I want to listen to the battle theme.
Which is why I don't upgrade my bosses, or what? Which is why I don't upgrade my my attack, like in any of those games. But Yakuza 3, I actually like how you can actually like have a full-on boss fight and it can last more than like a second. That's very nice. The blocking can get kind of annoying if you don't know like what to do, and by that I mean just spam, like, what was it? Square, triangle, spam that. You'll be fine. But there are ways you can go, like, you can kind of play around the block. Like, you can kind of like do like little jabs or whatever, or you can just not target an enemy, just do a combo and just hope they don't block it or whatever. Or you can do back shots. I love doing back shots. Or you can just do like tiger drops, parry and stuff, mock parry, which isn't that hard to do considering you get those very easily. You just fight like a guy in Burger King or something. And the story, one of my favorites. I love Mine as a character. I think he's definitely one of my top favorite Yakuza villains, even though there's really not that many like top tier, like S tier villains. Like, there's maybe like 3 of them or 4 of them off the top of my head, but Mine is definitely one of them. So I'm gonna put this game at flawed but enjoyable. I mean, I think it is very flawed. If you compare it to like even like a Dragon Engine game, it doesn't look pretty. It doesn't control how most would maybe want it to control. I think it controls perfectly fine. I think it's whatever. Like, I don't think it's clunky or anything. But I feel like most people, if you hop into like, Kiwami 2, for all like the kind of weird, janky stuff is in that game, like it's still like a bit of a whiplash, But yeah, I think it's great. Flawed but enjoyable. I personally would put it as like a great game, but it is definitely flawed. But okay, it's hard to be objective here when I legitimately just enjoy the characters and like the plot a decent bunch. Like, it's really hard. Like, I really want to put it in great, but it's flawed. It definitely is flawed. I'm gonna put it great. Fuck, I don't give a shit. My tier list, you can suck my dick.
Talking about sucking dick.
Yakuza 4 is definitely pretty flawed as well. I think the story is actually very nice. It's like the beginning, like a couple chapters, and then like at the end it kind of starts going to shit. But the ending, I don't care what anybody says. Like, it makes no sense. It's stupid, whatever. But like, it's the most hype moments and aura of the entire series, and I kind of love it for that reason. Like, it's fine to have one game that's just kind of like completely ass, like stories, like, it's pretty okay, and then it just like drops. Like, it's fine to have that, because at least the ending is kind of fire. Like, come on, dude. The lads come in with their black suits. They like arrive in a helicopter and they just beat ass, dude. Like, it's awesome. And having like 4 boss fights, like 4 final boss fights that you have to do like one after the other is such a cool idea. Like, that's so cool. The final boss is definitely pretty hard though, but I think he's kind of enjoyable in like a weird kind of like hard way. Like, you might be hard, but like it's manageable.
What did he say?
But yeah, it's definitely flawed, but it's definitely very enjoyable. I think the combat is actually really good as well. There's people don't block as much, which, I mean, you can argue it kind of dumbs down the gameplay, but it's still enjoyable. And there's like a bunch more characters to have fun with that just Kiryu. Akiyama, you can just do a lot of crazy shit with Akiyama, with like wall juggles or whatever, like wall bounding or whatever. Oh yeah, Yakuza 3. I love Yakuza 3 because of wall bounding. The wall bounding that Yakuza 3 introduced is so good, and it carried over to Yakuza 4, and unfortunately it kind of didn't really carry over as much as Yakuza 5. Like, it's kind of broken in Yakuza 5, but not like in a good way. I saw one guy on Twitter saying this is like the worst game ever made. Like, it was like a tier list of like all the worst games ever made, and Yakuza 4 was one of them. I don't know how you can put Yakuza 4 in the same category as like Sonic 06. That makes no sense to me. Like, how? Dead Souls haven't played. It seems kind of fun, but kind of clanky, but clunky. Clanker?
Keep it pushing, you dirty fucking clanker. Motherfucking clank.
Kuryoho, haven't played it either, but if I were to guess, it's probably Peak Fiction. This is gonna be very funny, but where is it? Yeah, here you go. Kuryoho 2 is actually it was my first Yakuza game. So I completely skipped the first Kuryoho game. I just played the second one because it was just easier to get the ROM for it, like the English patch. But yeah, Kuryoho 2, the gameplay is fire. Like, it's super fun. The story is pretty good. Born to be Wild's a classic. Tatsuya, I actually like his voice actor in this game more. If you don't know, Tatsuya had like a voice actor change in the second game, and I think it suits. I mean, it suits both of them. Like, the original Tatsuya definitely works for like a more angsty Tatsuya, but the new Tatsuya definitely works for like a more kind of mature Tatsuya, even though it's only been like 2 years. The story's pretty good. I have to replay it though because it's been like 2 years since I played it. But you know, the blind guy, what's his name? Ryo, whatever the fuck. He's okay. He's pretty cool. I just gotta replay the game. That one guy's death, dude. That was sad. At that one song, that was pretty cool. I just gotta replay it. But I love the kind of like Peacemaker, like Metal Gear Solid, like cutscenes in both these games are so cool. Like, if you're like an artist, dude, it's so inspiring just to see like the cool like ink kind of artwork or whatever, like the ink brush artwork. I don't know what would be the correct term, but it's cool to look at. So it's a great game. Yakuza 5 is Peak Fiction. I don't care what anybody says. The story is long, but it's cool. It's juicy. It has a bunch of character moments. There's a bunch of cool cutscenes. The main antagonist is a bit. I mean, I like them. The old guy who like pretends to be a cop, but he's actually the Omi, like the top guy in the Omi. He wants to like give his power to like his son because he grew old and he's dying. He's like, you don't have the legacy to give to anybody. I think that's kind of cool. It's definitely very nice. It's a very unique motive, but like that's only really introduced in the final chapter. It doesn't really have any room to like kind of, you know, go anywhere because it's like in the final chapter. But whatever. Aizawa, again, it definitely had something cool going, but it didn't really like have much of like a time to really marinate. Like, it just everything gets done in the final chapter. So, but yeah. But Aizawa's still pretty cool. I love it. His boss fight. Best boss fight in the series. It's so good. It's so good. Peak final chapters. Peak Shinada. Shinada's in the game. Like, come on, dude. Like, he's awesome. Yeah. I mean, Kiryu's whole like depressive arc is very nice. Saejima goes to jail. So, but Saejima's very fun to play. He has like that one move where you can like just like pound somebody in the air, and then you can just like do a heat action off that. That's always very fun. What was I gonna say? Akiyama got nerfed very hard gameplay wise, but you know what? He's still pretty fun, and he has a bunch of really cool, unique heat actions that Yagami would later steal. But Akiyama did it better. I don't know how to say that, but I mean, Akiyama, dude, he's the kick guy. That's his whole thing. You can't just replace. You can't just steal that. The ending of Yakuza 5 is probably like the most like I can't say that word. Is the most emotionally invested I've ever been for any of these games, probably. More than 6, more than Gaiden. Yeah, probably. It's so beautiful seeing like, you know, Haruka finally accepting kind of the man who raised her, you know, and being able to publicly kind of say, like, this is my father, this is my dad. That's always really beautiful to me. But yeah, Yakuza 5 has a bunch of pretty good characters as well. Baba's goated. I love Baba. I love him so much. Saejima, though, I mean, he's kind of weird in this game. I feel like he kind of just... I feel like they really didn't know what to do with Saejima, especially after, like, the post-credit scene for Yakuza 4, but whatever. Again, great game. It's peak. I'm sorry, it's so peak. I haven't played this. Kenzan, or Ishin, sorry, I haven't played. Yakuza 0 is... Yakuza 0, huh? Yakuza 0 is my second game I played. Obviously, I feel like most people kind of go Yakuza 0 and then Kiwami 1, 2, and then the rest, you know, pretty self-explanatory from there. I mean, I pretty much did the same thing. It's just I played Kuryoho 2 before it, but whatever. But yeah, Yakuza 0, I mean, peak fiction. Like, it's a great story. One of the greatest stories I've ever made. The bosses are peak. The OST is really good. I haven't really mentioned sub stories because I don't really play many sub stories, but they're pretty good too. There's like that one piece of sub story, pretty nice. The combat's pretty good. The gear mechanic's a little. I don't think it's actually bad. I actually think it's pretty unique. I think it's kind of cool. It's just I wouldn't have made the speed. I wouldn't have made the speed too dependent on the gear system, but other than that, I think it's fine. Bunch of cool side characters. Oda's nice. I really like Oda. Tachibana, cool. And then like a bunch of like the lieutenants are very nice as well. You got Kuze, obviously Kuze's a fan favorite. Shibusawa was a cool villain. I don't think he is necessarily. I mean, I like how he's like a shadow master, like a puppet master. He's like controlling everything or whatever. But unfortunately, kind of how it ends up, like you don't really get to know much about him until like the final chapter, which is a very recurring thing these Yakuza games. But yeah, Yakuza 0, great game, wonderful, fantastic. It's a good game. Kiwami 1.
Boo! You stink!
See, I don't think any of these games are like absolutely terrible or anything, but I'm just gonna put it in here. I don't. You can tell that Kiwami is just like a PS2 game, like pretty much like in its core. It's well, the cutscenes especially, but it's just like you can tell this is like their first, like this is like RGG's first game when it comes to like the story. Like the story is just not very good. it like revolves around Nishiki, which if you didn't play Zero, you just don't give a fuck about him. Like he like he was a good guy for like 2 seconds and he just becomes evil. Like who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck about this guy. I don't care. Like Yakuza 0 just carries Nishiki so hard, where it actually makes you care like a little bit about Nishiki at the end of the game when he gets blown up. But like that's it. Kiwami has like these weird like plot. I see Kiwami, but Yakuza 1. Yakuza 1 had like this like really bizarre plot where it was just like going to side tangents. So, like there's like this whole thing with the florist's like son or something. Like who gives a fuck about that? Like who cares? And then I think he shows up in Yakuza 3 as well. I was like, who gives a fuck? Like come on. And then there's like little plots about like the colored gangs or whatever. Like who cares? Kiwami 1's like pretty meh. The combat, like yeah, the combat's really good. But other than that, I mean, it's just whatever. And even the combat, like the bosses, like they're all reused from like previous like games, which isn't really that bad if you play the games in like chronological order, because you don't really notice like much of it. But like after you like play the games, you're like, yeah, a lot of this is just reused. And there's not that many like really great fights, like at all. Like there's no dynamic intros besides like the last one, because the PS1 games didn't really have any. There's not like any really cool set pieces that like I don't know, and that I can't really remember. So yeah, I don't know, it's just not a game I want to necessarily revisit, but whatever. Yakuza 6 is it in the same tier as Yakuza 4? No. I think it's a good game. Yeah, I'll put it's great, but I don't know. I don't think the story necessarily grabbed me as much. I don't know. I feel like it has good vibes. Like you're just like in a completely different place. You're in Onomichi. It's nice. It's sunny. You have like you're like pretty much the dad to like these fucking Yakuza clan or whatever. This Yakuza group. And they're very lovable. I love the leader. I love like the old guy. I forget his name, but he's awesome. I love him. But I don't know. I just don't feel that much towards it. And of course, like the main enemy, like the final boss, like I don't really give a fuck about him. Like he's just some baby, dude. I don't really care. And the final boss itself is pretty disappointing. Like, it has a really cool dynamic intro, but after that, like it just has like one QTE, and that's about it. It's just not very exciting. Though I do really like the background, like the arena you're fighting him. Like it just, I don't know if it, like, the early Dragon Engine lighting just makes it look so good. Like it looks like an actual movie. Like it's crazy. And also the Dragon Engine. Okay, I gotta mention it. The Dragon Engine is how it kind of originated. It looks beautiful. It looks so good. But the combat definitely took like a major like kind of downturn. I don't know. It's so floaty. It just doesn't feel right. Like compared to like the combat of like Yakuza 5, where it's like super arcadey, it's like super responsive. Or Yakuza 0, right? Yakuza 6 just feels like floaty in the worst way. I don't like it. Oh! Kiwami 2. I think it's also a pretty great game. By the way, I'm not gonna rank these. These are not in order, but I do think I do like Yakuza 5 more than 0. But I'm not gonna like rank them like that. But Yakuza Kiwami 2 is definitely way better than Kiwami 1, first of all. The combat is improved from Yakuza 6, but not by that much. Though I do like the finishing holds. I think those are kind of fun to do in both games. But they're still like, it's still better. And the story is like so much more improved in like this game than like Kiwami 1. Like it's crazy. And the cutscenes as well. The animations are so much better. They just really improved after the first game. It's crazy. Ryuji, dude. Ryuji is like, again, there's not that many like top tier S rank villains for me, but Kuze, sorry.
But what the hell?
But Ryuji is one of them. Like he's awesome, dude. He shows up and he's just talking shit the entire game. Like it's great. And then he has like honor at the end or whatever. He talks about like, you know, what a great what like a man should be or whatever. Like it's peak. It's fucking peak. Kadu is awesome, dude. I love her. I don't know why RG just wrote her out in the third game. They cannot write women, dude. Holy shit. But she's great, dude. I love her. Like she's badass. And then like that little cute little chapter that Kiryu and her have when they're like pretty much like going around places. It's so adorable. I love it. It feels so good. It feels nice to see Kiryu happy for once, you know, like actually just having game. He has game, bro. Brother has game. What can I say? I just do think the ending is kind of, I don't know. I think the ending's pretty convoluted. Towards the end, with like, you know, this guy's alive, but the third chairman's alive, but oh no, he's dead. Or the fifth chairman. Is it? Kiryu's the fourth. So yeah, he would be the fifth. The fifth chairman's alive, but oh no, he's dead. Oh, he's on Discord. Oh, I should hurry up. Oh shit. But yeah, like you know, he comes back and he's actually bad, but he's actually kind of good. Oh my god. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay. Give me a sec. Gotta hurry up. Oh fuck. Ryuji and Kiryu fight, and Kiryu pretty much murders Ryuji. Like Ryuji fucking dies because of Kiryu. Like pretty much. And then Kaido just doesn't care. Like she just doesn't give a fuck. Like Sayama, that's your brother, bro. Why don't you care? So like her brother dies, and she's sad, obviously. But then he goes in and like makes out with Kiryu. It's so weird. But like I kind of like it though. I mean they're cute, so whatever. I don't care. But yeah, the story's like a major improvement from Yakuza 1. Funny. These are pretty much the same game. I'm just gonna put them in the same bracket. There you go. It's a Yakuza 4 tier right there. Oh, that's the wrong name. There you go. Oh, go. There you go. Judgment. I gotta fucking hurry up. Judgment's great. The story's pretty good. Oh my god, story's pretty good. I like the characters. I wish they maybe developed them a little bit more, but like I don't know. Like Kaido has like a chapter where you like get to learn his past or whatever. So it's not that big of a deal. The combat I don't like at all. It's still pretty floaty compared to Lost Judgment. Like it's just so much better. Like Lost Judgment is so much better. It just makes Judgment like just feel like shit. But yeah, pretty great game. I gotta hurry up. The final boss fight's pretty peak. RGG Online, bro. Nobody gives a fuck about that.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Yakuza 5. There you go. Like a Dragon, I actually haven't played yet. I'll definitely play it eventually, but I do have to like finish the game, like the franchise, but I haven't played it yet, but it probably would be peak fiction. Streets of Kamurocho is like a Steam game they released on like April Fools or something. I forget, but I haven't played it. Judgment, the same game, right there. Launch Judgment Peak. Did I move something? Whatever. Launch Judgment Peak. Great game. Best combat in the series. Wonderful. Still haven't finished it yet. As I'm recording, I'm going through it right now, but I'm really liking the story. I just love Kanawa. Like, Kanawa as a villain is awesome. Like, he's so cool. He's like the opposite of Yagami, and he's... Oh my god. If you guys haven't played Launch Judgment, play Launch Judgment. That's all I can say. Pedophiles. Same thing as Judgment. I haven't played it yet, though, but probably same tier. Probably peak. Ishin, I haven't played it yet. Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name is a very long name, and it's I don't know if I would say it's a great game, honestly. I really don't like the combat in this game. I just don't. It just doesn't feel right to me. Especially compared to Lost Judgment, it doesn't feel right, but I have to replay the game to let you know, but the story, it doesn't really go much of any, like, it just doesn't really do much for like the first 3 chapters or 4 chapters or whatever. I think it's a 5 chapter long game, I think. But the final chapter is so strong, I just kind of don't care. It's like the best final chapter of any Yakuza game. It's so good. The final boss fight's great. The music is so good. Like, and being able to actually, like, you know, be in the Tojo Clan meeting and play as Kiryu during that is so awesome. Like, that's so cool. And the music that plays during that is great. And seeing Ichiban in the background is always fun. Pretty great. I don't want to... I'll just put it right here just so Yakuza 4 isn't, like, by itself, but I just wish the beginning chapters were like a little bit more rich story-wise, and the combat was a little better, but I wish it was for me, but unfortunately it's not. Infinite Wealth haven't played, but it's probably peak. Pirate Yakuza and Kawaii, that's obviously peak now. No, I'm not putting it right there. I like it more than Gaiden, I'll definitely say that. I'll put it as a great game, whatever. I think the combat's actually very fun. Having all these gadgets you can use is pretty cool, and it's not like it, you know, Gaiden where like the gadgets are like kind of useless for the most part. Besides the rocket shoes, I really like the rocket shoes, but you know, having the hook shot or whatever, having your swords and you can like kind of like, you know, use it as a boomerang or whatever, that's fun. I wish there was more heat actions, but what can you do? And I wish you had more than one heat bar. I don't think it's the worst like thing in the world. It makes you like use your combat more, but I just wish you could unlock a second heat bar. Like, why did they not add that? Like, apparently they just cut that out. Like, why? But yeah, the story's non-existent. It's complete, like, whatever. Noah's I like Noah as a character though, but like, I just wish it had a very strong antagonist. It just doesn't, unfortunately speaking. And I wish it maybe leaned a little bit more into the pirate aspect. I don't know, like the treasure thing. Like, I feel like the treasure's not all too well. I just wish there was more of an adventure for the treasure. Like, I feel like it just kind of feels like you get the treasure like in one chapter, and that's kind of it. But whatever. But like the ending of the game, I really like. That's actually like really fun. I like how, you know, Majima's like making like a whole like series of like his adventures. I think that's also really fun, and he shows it off to Kiryu. That's great. I was gonna mention something, but I completely forgot. The final boss fight's actually pretty fun, but again, I don't give a fuck about the character. But a bunch of wasted opportunity when it comes to the characters. Rodriguez is fun though. I love Rodriguez. He's a great guy. But yeah, I'll put it right there for great. I just don't think the story's very good. Very low 8 here. Fuck, I'll just put it down here, whatever. Director's cut, absolutely terrible. I just so I could build something in there. I haven't played it up. It adds like nothing. It adds like 3 cutscenes. One of them's like pretty bad, where like Lee shows up for whatever reason. Why even? There was no reason for him to be alive. Like, yeah, it literally adds nothing. Like, if you're gonna bring him back, at least do something cool with him, but it doesn't show up like at all, or it doesn't do anything like interesting. The Nishitani the Kuze cutscene's good. The Nishitani cutscene's fine. The Peace, oh my god, the Peace Finance cutscene is so weird. I kind of like it, but like, did I really have to like? Did they really have to spend time on that? Like, not really. But it's not a bad cutscene. It doesn't really distract from the main game, like the Lee one. And the final cutscene with Nishiki and Kiryu is adorable. It's so good. I love it. I love how they're just circling around Kamurocho for like 5 hours, going nowhere. And like the whole, you know, him and like Nishiki imagining Kashiwagi hitting them like at the end, and they started screaming. Like that's peak. I love that. It's so good. But yeah, here's my tier list, man. Make fun of me or something, but I don't care. Yakuza 5's awesome, dude. If you disagree, then you actually have a small cock.